Jordan Willis. Dale Cregwell. He's going to take the face off. Cregwell gets it back. But it's going to be the Panthers who are going to try and come on the offense through Aaron Kane. Kane in the far corner. He's going to get checked into the balls by Vial. Vial did a nice job finishing off his check on that one. He's going to come to corner. Rob Wilson's going to go and touch up for the icing. Cregwell. Just floats up high, and Dan Seaman goes to play. Seaman and Courtney. Eventually breaks back to McCrosh. McCrosh trying to dig into the zone. Haddon loses out to McCrosh. And Courtney coming into the zone, tries to pull a move. He's brought down to the ice. No penalty called by the looks of things. It breaks to Cregwell. Cregwell. Oh, what hands Cregwell's got. Made about 15 moves and a tiny piece of ice just then, and Courtney wins it back. Then it's kept in the zone again. Fortunately for the Sheffield Steelers, Cregwell's trying to make some more moves. Tries to get it down low, and then Struch is going to bring it forward to Kane. Kane is going to be stopped by McCrosh, and the Steelers are going to try and go again. McCrosh is just going to look to slap it down the ice to Courtney. Courtney flips it into the zone, no icing. Jason Weaver was skated into by Bobick. Just held himself a bit free. Let's hope he's not hurt his shoulder at all. As Clancy comes forward, great speed from Clancy. Tries to go all the way around, breaks to David Longstaff. Longstaff driving to the net, back to Clancy. Clancy working hard on the boards, along with Longstaff. Maybe that just knocked the wind out of Jason Weaver for a second. As that's going to be an icing call, 4:21 left. Weaver's holding himself onto his knees, taking a few deep breaths. Had a mid-ice collision with Brent Bobick. Let's hope he's going to be all right. Key to the Sheffield Steelers offense, particularly on this line. Clancy against Flipper. Breaks to Longstaff. Longstaff, good work Longstaff, driving around the outside, one-handed, pulled down to the ice, no call by referee. It's going to be flipped high. I'm glad everyone down there is paying attention. Steelers really could use another goal right now. Steelers fans need to get back into this one as well. And they do, almost on cue. Comes to Longstaff, Longstaff gets it to the corner. Carpenter just plays it up the boards. The Panthers are going to get a chance to break out. Kip Noble's going to be checked in the corner by Roberts. It's going to break to Flicker, Flicker. Down low again. Kip Noble. See back to Carpenter. To Pope. Pope intercepted well by Kip Noble. Noble to Longstaff. Longstaff brought down to the ice. Gets the pass off anyway. He's going to get it back. David Longstaff. Loving to make Pope look silly. Good work by Longstaff. He does. Goes in the slot. Great opportunity. Kip Noble, he just fired wide. Clancy, another chance. He's checked by Pope. Still Clancy just dinks it behind him. Vial comes in to get it. Vial has a bit of a go with Pope. And then Carpenter has a go with Vial. Interesting. Shervin goes behind his net. He's going to play it to the win. To the win to Vial. Vial controlled with his feet. Wilson for the Steelers. She's got a little hook from around the Weber. Scott Allison has it to T to Win. T to Win tried a little one-touch pass. There and Kane and Scott Allison. A little mid-ice collision. Sheridan brings it back. Yeah, being hurt. Gets it to Scott Allison. Allison, head of steam coming into the zone. Allison just goes through Stephen Cooper. And it's going to be fired onto the boards. And Cooper tries to break out to Kane. Kane to Haddon. Kane just drives Vial, and Vial's not going to be happy about that as he's put down on the ice. City turns round and has a bit of a dance. Kane's heading off the ice, probably a very smart move. Vial's trying to get off the ice himself, to be honest. The Panthers are going to break away down the far side. 2:13 left with Bobbin. Cutting in. And then Vial's going to pick it up for the Steelers. End of a long shift for Vial. He's going to go to the bench now. Gets it to Cregwell. To Seaman. Seaman tries to shoot. Fires. Great save. Jordan Willis falling over. Intense hockey, I tell you, at the Sheffield Arena. Intense hockey. 1:58 left. Courtney and McCarsh having a little conversation. Gregwell looking to see where he's going to win the puck. Tries to draw it back to the point. It's all on his feet. Seaman comes in. Seaman nearly wins on the boards. McCarsh keeps it in. Goes down low to Courtney. Flies through his hand though. And then Seaman's going to look to drill Pope, and he does. Great play. And Gregwell's deep. Playing the defensive end. Come on, Gregwell. Coming forward. Drops it to Courtney. Courtney's going to wind it up. Fires. Oh, in the back of Carpenter's knee. That's got to have hurt. Hobbles off the ice as Carpenter. Steelers break up the breakaway. Seaman flying back the other way. He's got Gregwell with him. Seaman driving to the net. Cuts inside. What a great play by Flickle to cut that one out. Broke his stick in the process. And the Steelers are going to have to go back with Shane McCosh. McCosh looking to come forward. 1:09 left. That's the tie. And an icing call on the Sheffield Steelers. Kip Noble then behind his own goal, flips all the way around the boards. Shervin has to go behind his net to play it. To Noble, to Weaver. Weaver gets it to Clancy. Clancy streaking down the ice. Still Clancy going through the slot. Good opportunity, drops it. Chance for Noble to fire it. Second goal of the game. Longstaff wins body position. Can't win the puck though. And Tier's going to get it back to Noble. 38 seconds left. Noble. Clancy couldn't handle it. Longstaff wins it back. Still Longstaff. Hooks all over the place. To Noble. Noble driving in. Fires! 29 seconds left. Longstaff sees Noble. Noble goes stick side. What a fantastic goal for the Sheffield Steelers. Panthers Steelers, what a rivalry. It goes down to the last few seconds of the game as the party pop was banging the arena. 29 seconds left. Kip Noble shoots. Kip Noble scores. It's the Sheffield Steelers 3. The Nottingham Panthers 2. Well, thank God nobody left. Thank God nobody left. 29 seconds left. Let's see what the Panthers are going to do. Jason Weaver sprays it down. Can hardly hear the summer announcement. Fired in. Shane McCosh fakes it off the boards. It's going to be a face-off deep in the zone. 10 seconds left on the game. called, I think, by the Nottingham Panthers, Alex Dampier. He's got 10 seconds. He's pulled Jordan Willis down to our left-hand side. And Dampier's trying to come up with the one play. Seconds. Sheffield Steelers are going to just have to play strong defense for another 10 seconds. They've got Clancy, Allison, Weaver, McCosh, and Shaw out there. And Grant Sherman, of course, comes back to the point to Leach. Leach got a bullet, lets it go. Fired wide, and it's going to be Scott Allison, gets to the puck, fires it down the ice. Jamie Leach fires it the other way. The buzzer goes. A 2-0 Sheffield Steelers final period, and a heartbreaking loss for Alex Dampier and the Nottingham Panthers. We'll stay with this one till the man of the match presentations go underway. We'll just quickly go through the tail of the tape as the players go through their handshakes. It's the Nottingham Panthers who've got the scoring underway in the first period. Martin Flickle firing high over the blocker of Grant Sherman off the top of the bar at 12:47 in the first period. It's extended to 2-0 at 17:26 when Randall Webber and Greg Hallen combined well, with Webber just firing through the legs of Grant Sherman. Steelers then, just 41 seconds away from the end of the second period, on the power play, through Kit Noble, assisted by Tina Wynn and also Dale Junkin. The next on the mark for the Steelers was Shane McCosh, who was a knife for the defenseman. He was assisted by Dale Cregwell at 43-43, even strength goal. And then just 29 seconds from the end of the game, Kip Noble off a beautiful feed from David Longstaff, drove in, and stick side beat Jordan Willis. Final score here at the Sheffield Arena has been Sheffield Steelers 3, Nottingham Panthers 2. As we got the presentation down on the ice. As the arena erupts one more time for the Sheffield Steelers. As the man of the match awards are now going to be presented. This has been a Vision Mix presentation for you. Don't forget, all the rest of the Sheffield Steelers game videos can be bought on our website. Jordan Willis just skates over. He's going to collect a deserved and a very well-deserved man of the match award for the Nottingham Panthers. Kit Noble is going to get it for the Sheffield Steelers. A struggle to score goals all year. That's what he's brought in to do. He got 2 tonight. And he's going to get a beating from the rest of the players on his team. We're going downstairs, we're going to bring you the press conference, and we're going to try and grab a few words with Kit Noble. I've been Seth Bennett, on cameras has been Christian Bennett. Stay tuned for the press conference.
Foreseeable, what was quick.
Chatting with Thingy Holland.
Nice to be back then, son.
Absolutely, it's been great. It's been good to be back for Christmas, and it was a tough last week, and I was a bit tired today. But you know, we got a great club here. I really like what I see. I like our defense. I think they're, they're offensive and they move the puck, and that's what you need in this league. And I think Kip Noble had a great game, and it's nice to see a guy get a couple goals that's been struggling. So hopefully that continues the rest of the year.
But what's your opinion of tonight's performance, though? Because it's good to come back from 2 down, but a lot of mistakes, didn't there, early on?
I think our first period, I mean, we had a game last week against Hull, or Humberside, or whatever they're called now, but that probably affected us a little bit. I think we were a little lackadaisical out there, and we made some errors, and we were just lucky Grant Shervin stopped 4 of the 5 breakaways, I think, in the first period. And you can thank him for the 2 points tonight.
You compare this team with the one you were so ruthlessly left behind just because they were a few bobs short?
I think it was more or less not just a money issue. I think it was just something that I had to try. And I know it's hard when there's money on the line, and it was there was a bit more money in Germany, but obviously I'm back now and I'm back for less money, so there was something there that drew me back, and Dave Sims had a big part to do with that, and Darren Brown, and also Mike Blaisdell. But I think it was something I had to attempt. There's a lot of money to be made in Germany, and it was something I had to try. The European hockey is a bit different than the English hockey, and if I hadn't tried it this year or last year, I don't think I ever would have. So I had that chapter now, and I'm here to play and here to stay.
What is it about crowd hockey you didn't like then?
About crowd hockey? It's just a different type of hockey. It's like you probably saw in the Continental Cup, it's more of a European thing. And I'll explain this for Bob, because it's more like English football versus continental football, where this is attack, 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 and that's to take the puck back, and it's a possession game. And I think I learned a lot over there in my short time there, my 5 months. And hopefully I can take that back to here. And I mean, I saw exactly what I saw every night in Germany, was 4 guys lining up against the blue line. And what we saw in the first period, we try to carry it through traffic. It's just nothing but trouble. And there's ways to get around that, and it's just dumping the puck in and chasing it down, and that's what we got to get back to tomorrow night.
Well, how would you compare this team from the one you left then, in terms of playing ability? Not
to slag on anybody, but I think the biggest improvement is the depth. I think you got 3 solid lines that can play, and one guy short of 4 lines that can play. I think the heart and soul of the club. I mean, guys like Tommy Plummer, Matt Hoffman, and myself, and guys down the roster a little bit maybe. It's just so deep. Everybody can play, and if there's one injury, somebody can fill in. And the defense is much more mobile and much more offensive than it was ever when I was here in the past. Could somebody else ask a question?
It's fine with mine. I'm too
You're
good
just,
for you,
You're just going to write whatever you want anyways, Bob.
Bastard, why don't you fuck off back to Germany? Have you lost some weight anyway? You like sauerkraut or something?
Yeah, my wife had a baby. I've lost some weight. Of course, she stopped cooking now. But
have you lost some weight?
I have, actually. We did quite a bit of skating in Germany. The training was a bit, I don't know, more. 2-a-days on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, riding the bike. And just basically after every practice, we skated for about 15 minutes. So I think I'm about 10 pounds lighter. But I don't find that it suits me, so I'll probably put that weight back on. I'll be in the gym trying to get a little bit stronger again.
Shut up now, leave it to him, man.
Anybody else? Seth?
I know you did.
Okay. Good enough? What's that? Okay. No problem.
We'll see you back, son.
Good to be back.
Really?
Good to come back from 2 down, Mike, but you must have been sweating a bit.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was our best performance, but it's obviously good to pull it out of the fire, so to speak. But we, you look at the second period. I thought we could have scored some goals in that second. Their goalie played very well. We had 16 shots, and apparently they didn't have any, although they had a breakaway and the guy didn't get a shot away. But to have no shots against, it showed that we were creating chances. I think we were trying too hard to, we thought it would be easy, and then when it appeared that they were going to do that high forecheck, they were not going to risk anyone down in our zone. So every time we came up ice, we're staring at 4 or 5 Panthers right in the neutral zone. And the problem that we, what I believe, I think you have to then dump the puck in, and then you have to be the guys that get there first, and at times we didn't do that very well. When we dumped the puck, our forwards weren't moving with much speed sometimes, and then they were allowed, I thought we should have punished their defense a little more, thrown a little more, been a little more physical. That was a game where we probably, it would have helped our cause if there were a few scraps and a few, a little more, maybe some more penalties both ways would have helped us. We have a strong power play, and but the game they played a smart game. They didn't get lured into anything, and they played a strong hockey game. So it'll be a little bit different type of game tomorrow night.
What do we have to do differently tomorrow night?
Well, we're going to have to win the wars in the trenches. It's going to be there's not all this ice to make the pretty plays. I think we're overhandling the puck sometimes. We're trying too many little cute drop passes, although it did work on one and we scored a goal, but it cost us a few times as well. I think we have to play a simpler game tomorrow night. We're going to have to dump the puck in, and it's going to be not for the faint-hearted. I don't think tomorrow night there's going to be a lot more body contact at small rink, and they're going to be pissed right off after that, because they I mean, in all fairness, they really deserved to get something out of that game. They should have at least got a draw, and they deserved. I thought they deserved a point. We came. I mean, God, we came up. A defenseman scores a goal late in the. But it just showed. I think really we're playing against a team with low numbers. But when that happens, sometimes they're dangerous, because the Panthers are used to doing that, and they play they're all involved in the game. They're all excited. They're all working toward one goal. And sometimes when you have too many guys on the bench, guys are taking long shifts. And you notice how short their shifts were, and ours were a bit longer. And we should have been jumping a little bit quicker. But I can't yank those guys off the ice when the play is going on. They got to come off. We're trying to get them to take shorter shifts, but a lot of them don't seem to want to. They like to take a. It's a different type of team that I'm used to coaching. My guys in Nottingham when I was there, they would go out for 30, 40-second bursts and get the hell off. And I find some of our players take long shifts, and I don't think it helps us. We're going to have to correct that, or they're going to wind up sitting on the bench eventually. So.
You threw out some different line combinations in the third period.
Yeah.
Was that just something you were trying to...
Yeah, I just thought I didn't like the way things were going, so I'm not going to sit and just watch it carry on. So I shook the lines up a little bit. I thought Allison was playing well, so I wanted to get him into the game. And our forwards have to realize they're going to have to fight for those positions. There's going to be 9 forwards getting a regular shift, and 2 that aren't. And in a game, it's unfortunate this game we were chasing goals, or Tommy Palmer probably would have played a little more, and so would, Hoffman might have played a little more too. But, we were chasing goals, and I had to let the guys that are putting the puck away play, so. But I wasn't very happy with a lot of our intensity tonight, but I think that's the first game I really felt that way, so hopefully it's just we maybe took them lightly, which you never can do in this league.
Is that something you're going to continue with then?
What?
The game tomorrow night, you can continue with the games you've had?
Well, tomorrow night I'll find, I'm going to find out who wants to play in that first period, and then I think there'll be some guys sitting on their ass a little bit if they don't come in, because that rink you can't come in there and not be focused and ready to go. Or those guys they've won their last 4 straight. I think they've beaten the Steelers about 12 straight in there. Is that true?
I'm not sure, but they always...
It's pretty damn close. I can't remember losing a game to the Steelers in there. It goes back to Ken Priestley scoring some goal against Stephen Butler or something. Honestly, what is it, 12?
12.
Yeah. Okay. And then was the other one a draw, or was it a win?
Draws.
Yeah. Okay. So there's the battle. That's what we're faced with. And so one thing I won't have is an overconfident team going in there tomorrow, because we really learned a lesson tonight, and we've got a battle on our hands tomorrow. If we want to, this is a chance for us to pick up some points that other teams are dropping. You look at Ayr, I think Ayr, London, Newcastle, and Manchester have all lost their last 4 straight. And so,
How important is it for you personally going back there to make sure that we don't continue that crap run?
Yeah, very important, really. what I want, you know, I certainly, like this year, I think we had a game against the Steelers and we beat them 3-1, but it was a late goal by Courtney to even make it interesting, you know. I mean, we really, the Panthers dominated that game, and that just can't, we've got 18 skaters, you know. We're going to have to get snarly tomorrow night, or else we don't win that game. You know, I mean, simple as that. When the puck goes in the corner, we got to be the first one to it, and if we're not, we got to take that man off the puck. We got to get a little more physical. I thought we turned away tonight far too often. I mean, we got Allison out there, and he's trying to throw some body checks, but he almost looks out of character because the rest aren't. You know, I mean, I didn't think that we were physical enough with them tonight. I thought we should have pounded them. You know, to tell you the truth, I think we should have shortened our shifts. We should have been more intense. We should have pounded them into the ground. They didn't have enough guys, and we would have worn them down. By the third period, they would have been dead on their feet. They were a bit tired, I thought. That's why we won the game. But I think we could have had them tired by the midway through the first period if we'd really gone after them, or through the second period.
Well, I'm told those big guys then, because you've got some heavyweights now. Why weren't they doing that? Why weren't they pounding them? 'Cause you
I have
used to
no
tell
idea.
them that.
They obviously, I think they just have to, they've got to, you know, like, I mean, I hate to use a quote that McSorley used, but the old saying is when you're a crusher and you start trying to be a rusher, then pretty soon you become an usher. And I thought it was
Pretty
quite,
soon you'd be an usher.
an usher,
Oh.
yeah. It means when a crusher becomes a rusher, or thinks he's a rusher, then he becomes an usher. But I mean, they got to do what when you're 225 pounds, and you're not the best stick handler in the world, then you got to be racking bodies at every shift, or you're no good to us, are you? You know, I mean, we've got the Teeter Wins and we've got the Craig Wells. We've got lots of these guys that are skilled, but we've got the big boys that got to come and rock people. You know, but then saying that, I don't want to be too negative. We picked up a win and we came from behind, and that's the sign of a good team because I thought we really stepped it up when we had to. And we were really creating some problems for their, you know, we started to bring the puck in with some speed. It took us a while to get going, maybe the Christmas break, I don't know. But I think mentally, I can usually tell before the game if the guys are ready, just walking past the dressing room. I don't like to hang around in it, but I can hear them talking. And if they're distracted and they're talking about other things than the game at hand, then I know we're in trouble. Or not in trouble, but you know. But I tell you, that Panther team, they did themselves proud tonight, and their fans went home knowing that they've got a hell of a chance tomorrow night, don't they? You know.
You said before that once Noble scores, you'll start getting a few. That's
Yeah.
exactly what happened tonight.
Yeah, he's got 3 in the last 2 games, so you know, he did a great job. Yeah, at the end, you know, maybe this is a good thing for us tonight. We picked up 2 points, didn't play extremely well, and now we realize what our task is tomorrow night. Like, I mean, if it's another 10-1 win, maybe we go into Nottingham tomorrow and get our ass kicked, you know. But now I think we realize they're going to come to play. They add Bowen to their lineup tomorrow night, which he's going to play defense apparently. Gives them another defenseman. I could see Carlson playing again, the Swede. And all of a sudden they're not quite as tired, and they've got that crowd behind them. So it's going to be it's a big one for us tomorrow. I'll take the 2 points, so,
Absolutely.
yeah.
What's the future on Wilson's injury?
Well, we've had quite a bit of time between each game, so it hasn't acted up. It's one of these things where we play a lot, I think. But in a game like this tonight, he didn't get hit once, you know what I'm saying? So he's fine. And they weren't very physical either. I mean, we weren't exactly physical, but they played a very tentative game with their forecheck. So tomorrow night, Wilson will probably get hit a few times, and then But I think he'd like to keep playing and not have the operation. And I think maybe I would like them to do that if he can. It's not we're certainly. We've told him if you want the operation, go ahead if you think it's the best thing for your career. But he seems to be getting by each day, and he's not having a lot of pain. So it's one of those things that. If you play 3 or 4 games in 6 nights or something and you get hit a lot, it may start to act up. But right now, it's not flaring up at all. He's fine, and he's shooting the puck well, and so not too bad, anyways. What were the shots, anyways? I didn't see that. They had 16.
2 in the second, 4 in the third.
Yeah. Well, we can't. So I can't be too negative because I thought territorially we were very good. We played in their hands a little bit. they turned us over in the neutral zone too many times. We should have been just getting it by them. You can't stick handle by these guys all night, you know. Eventually when they're tired you can, but not at the start of the game. You gotta dump it, because they're not fatigued. So they close you down in the neutral zone, and that's what they do well, you know. We were lucky. They had a lot of 2-on-1s, and they could have, you know, Haddon doesn't usually miss those. Haddon and Flickel's a good one too, you know. So.
Did Marlowe get on tonight?
Not too much. So, you know, this is the thing. We got so many bodies, you know. But I mean, sometimes guys, what the luxury is that I have no problem. Like Mallow's gonna, you know, I can see him playing a whole bunch tomorrow night. You know, someone has to play themselves out of a position sometimes, and that happens. You know, but we'll see. We'll see who's going tomorrow night. You know, he didn't really get on a lot. What happened was we get into a rotation, and then with 7, they don't seem, you know, then McCosh and Noble, these guys aren't getting out as much with 7 to D. We really do have too many players in a way. You know, well, we do. It's sometimes not a good thing. You know, guys wind up sitting on the bench that shouldn't. You know, so it's one of those things. But you know, knock on wood, because I don't want to see any injuries. But if anyone ever does come down, then you come down and you've still got enough guys to cope with any situation. You know, so the luxury of having the extra bodies is there. But not everyone's going to be happy, are they?
Does that create any unhappiness in?
Oh yeah,
racing
totally.
dressing?
Oh yeah, I'm sure that there's guys upset they didn't get a lot of ice time tonight. You know, that's just, you know, that's the situation that we're in. We've got more guys than you can possibly play a regular shift with. You know, if I play everybody equal amount, then you know, and the Courtneys and the Craigwells and these people aren't getting out on the ice enough. You know, so